electricity port. And then the tunnel, you can see some English word, but maybe you cannot read the Chinese. It's China and Pakistan friendship long line. It's the meaning. And then in future, the roadmap, all the facility will have Pakistan languages, also add on for Chinese language on that. And then the downstairs, we have a CCTV exchange, and then every important news for PTV or Pakistan channel will be at that one channel under CCTV. So the China will be every day, we know what's going on, and then your Pakistan people will know what's going on in outside of the country. And this is the seaport and trade. What's the trade convert? It's operationalized of the seaport through the launching of the first event, Mega Trade Convert. Transporting the goods from the Kashgar to Karada is last November 1960. You can see this is the first for last year. This is what the road from city to city, the routine. And then Special Security Division. They were working for Special Security Division, one of the safety for the country, and then part of it for the jewelry and gem section, because majority gold, jewelry, diamond, that's very expensive. In future, it will be more about the antique or like wherever the expensive jewelry will be delivered to Pakistan. So what's the opportunity in Pakistan in future? According to SIPR, you can see what we are sharing before. There are so many projects, infrastructure project was under construction. But what's meaningful? What's the benefit for the Pakistan? With the infrastructure stable, we have more space, more communication channel, more facility, which is benefit for the Pakistanis for internal to do the business. And then the vision for future will be as a whole for the around the country. So the hardware was built is must and all necessary in future expanding. And then in parallel economic activities, align opportunity for SIPR project outside the SIPR, this is all the benefit between this kind of activities. So we just quick for telling what's the economic zone, how special compared with the recent situation. They have in Pakistan actually they propose around 14 economic zone which will happen for coming 5 years, 10 years. What's the benefit for economic zone? That economic zone actually is provide a facility for the overseas investor come to Pakistan to build a factory, to set up the facilities, to make the business in Pakistan. So their priority for the many economic zone which is inside the Pakistan in different priority for the city. And then this is the location for different, from north to the west until the destination will be around Karada port. So what's the incentive will be offered if in the special economic zone? The developer one-time duty exemption for the plant and equipment imported into the development operation and maintenance for the entirety. Exemption for the all tax on income agreeable in relation to the development and operation for the period of 10 years. So that means 10 years will be government will support free tax. So enterprise exemption for the custom duty and tax on imports of the plant and equipment into sets for installation for their exemption for the all tax on income for a period of 10 years. So that will be more benefit for the overseas investor, especially the other overseas jewelry come to Pakistan. That is one of the very good conditional offer from the government. So we go back to more closely with our industrial. So jewelry is one of the very important industrial parts. So government they plan a different industrial part for different industry. So we are in PC now. This area will be like a pure part in Lahore. So they have an airport, they have a railway, they have a good road. That will create more convenient, easy for the people who come to Lahore, Peshawar, this area for doing the jewelry business. With the airport, with a good road, with a good communication, power support, electricity support, internet, everything is there. So it provides more facility for the business to working the business in Pakistan. And the next is Jumba. It's a similar. They have a China, they plan as China economic zone. So they put all Chinese come here for the business. They group all there, and then they provide different support for different culture, different habit, different religions, different eating method, different timing zone. So we can group the same people in different group in the same area. So another opportunity is KBT. And they have a separate new economic zone in different area. This is for the near the waterfall, which is a benefit for, there's some industry related with the water. And then another economic zone is the stand, which is more focused for education city. And then in future, if there's some training, vocational training, university, this type of activities regarding education will be located for this area. You can see this all plan is already done. So other identified site in sand, I would like to share with you, in Pakistan actually have a marble which is very famous and very good quality in the world. They build a lot of hotels, they use the marble material. So they will identity, the different city have a different field or different business. So like Marble City in Karachi, Pakistan Textile City in Karachi, Chinese Special Economic Zone in Qatar, and then Lakalia at Taro Diro. And then another city is created for different purpose on that. So GSP plus unexported potential. Under GSP plus scheme, product produced in Pakistan can export to Europe market as free of duty. And duty-free access in EU, coupled with low-cost production in Pakistan, will give more competitive advantages to other countries. If joint ventures are established in the production based on ship to the Pakistan, so that is provide more other opportunity for other different countries with different product and different cooperation. So we just have a just quick look at another like petroleum, oil, gas. This kind of things is already working on that. No matter this is not related for jewelry, but this is the support of a jewelry industry in future. And then we just quick mention about the agriculture. Agriculture in Pakistan also very important. The mangoes. We promote the mangoes for the golden mangoes in overseas. And then we have so many rice, other fruits, all the things. And the energy is also very important. And then we go back to mine and minerals. In jewelry section, gem and jewelry section actually is under the mine and mineral sector. Before we have planning the whole changes for the country, a part of it is benefit for mine and minerals. So for history on geographic stock, Pakistan is one of the most, a lot of gemstones under the ground, which is we thank God, because when you click on the ground, you can find the different gemstones like emerald, ruby, sapphire, tourmaline, many color stones on the ground. So actually the Pakistan itself can supply a lot of rough or gemstone in the jewelry market without any supply or buy from overseas. So what the gem and jewelry can do because of this benefit from the God. So what we can improve? The government now have a good plan for coming 10, 15 years. And then government provide an infrastructure facility and then policy for the new zone policy, free test, that invite more overseas investment and manufacturing setting in the Pakistan in different cities. Doing for this background support from the government, the business trader or jewelry trader can create jewelry design, cutting colors, gemstone, and then making the unique style for Pakistan style jewelry in the market, provide more choice for the jewelry market. And you can create more Pakistani brand jewelry. Like yesterday we saw the fashion show, we have so many unique jewelry come design from Pakistanis. We can promote more in future and then let the Pakistan designer to be global position. And then we have so many mine in the market, in the place is never harvest. So in future, if they have a mine owner, they have a government, they will develop more new kind of harvesting mine in the Pakistan. But it needs quite a long time. And then what the young people need to do, or what the education side we need to pay more attention. I believe that education is quite important for the people growing up. The student or young people or some people want to join the jewelry and gem session. I believe that the education is a must, and the government provide more jewelry vocational education in different part of training, such as rough cutting, polishing, color stone, identification, designing, manufacturing, skill, polishing in metal, and other new technology skill there. And then gem and jewelry development company play a big role for this development sector. So what the jewelry will have a working opportunity in future? The above we create new labor force in support the local and overseas. And then the new culture and investment, we create more overseas people come to Pakistan. It's a chance and opportunity to exchange more languages, culture, religion, and then it makes the Pakistanis have a more chance to be learn more, to be globally. And then they can create more chance for the market choice for the Pakistanis designer. The public concern, customer confident with the Alliance for International Standard and Association is a must. And that will be benefit for create alliance in the world, such as we can join force with CIPJO, ICA, Hong Kong GIA, Hong Kong GMA, or ICA, or other country association, which is benefit for the members, for the jewelry trade, for the workers to be global networking. So manufacturing is playing a key role in future 5 years in Pakistan. And then support for the government policy for the free zone, and then many other support from the government, it will play a very important role in future. So what the things we need to pay more attention is vocational training. What we need to do vocational training, what's the benefit on that? Increasing training in different areas, create new era in the Pakistan, especially jewelry session. And then focus for the color stone, mining, cutting, manufacturing. So we can create a unit for the country well. It's like some country like India, they are mainly for the diamond. Thailand mainly for the color stone, for ruby, sapphire, emerald. In future, Pakistan will be focused for color stone, tourmaline, leopards, and craving, and many color stone will be packaging as a this training. And then continuous education in identification also is a new topic to continue education. The new trade platform, e-trade platform, once the hardware is built, the e-trade platform to support, we can create more opportunity to the facing the world changes. CIPJO is not a trade and economic agreement centered in economic and social development in Pakistan, but it's an opportunity of the 21st century and a game changer to the whole region. Government provides a model infrastructure special economic zones, health facility, university, and bringing endorsed benefit to those young generation for many different industries, especially in jewelry sections. So what's the benefits impact after this effort? There were job creation around 400,000 jobs will be created through the projects under the CIPR. And then foreign direct investment and the national integration. So what's the impact for this demographic? New industrial parks, special economic zone, new urban center, further scientific impact of the local city, minerals economic position shown, and develop upon the Western message. Tourism industry, these all create a new market for the Pakistanis, and new business culture and patent platform will be created. Today, new planning for the Pakistan have a roadmap and the time schedule are ready. Everywhere is developed in the infrastructure to prepare the future growing in Pakistan. The new environment to prepare the big changes, and all will have facing new challenge to everyone in Pakistan. Coming 5 to 10 years, will be a lot of change for Pakistan in the golden line. All I'm Badr. We are looking forward to more cooperation with Pakistan, not only for jewelry and gem industry. We suggest we hope that we can work hard and pay hard, and then can enjoy new era for your future, especially chance for gem and jewelry industry. The last but not the least, we are looking forward to welcome you all to Hong Kong and China as a guest. And then if you have any Q&A, please welcome for afterwards. We are proud to see the jewelry progress for gem and jewelry in Pakistan. And thank you again for the organizer inviting me for share my experience in here. We wish all the success for the show, exhibitor, and today's seminar. Thank you very much. Sorry about the long. I hope we can do it. Okay.
Now it's time to take a question from audience.
Ellen, I have a question for you. While all Pakistanis are thrilled about the CPAC, but there are certain apprehensions about the exorbitant, perhaps, I don't know, the exorbitant rates for energy which would be provided from the energy sector under CPAC. Would you have any thoughts on that? Yeah, when people think that the rates that would be provided, the rates on which the energy would be provided, would be slightly exorbitant compared to other countries and compared to the rates that are existing at the moment.
As today, actually, what I show you the plan actually is the whole Pakistan plan in future 5 to 10 years. So the infrastructure facility we cannot build overnight. So as you say that the power actually as today we have so many platforms, our life without the energy we cannot live it. It's like today we need aircon, we need lighting, we need a computer, we need more electricity. So the first thing is that the country can run is the energy. But today energy have a lot of different sources coming, solar, they have water, they have coal. So the first priority we need to make the energy is support stable. Then we can do another second, third, fourth, 5, 6 project is going on. That's it. I hope we can answer your question.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम। मैं गिलगित बल्तिस्तान से ताल्लुक़ रखता हूँ। यहाँ सारे बातें मैंने सुना। जनरल हमालिया सिपैक गिलगित बल्तिस्तान से गुजरता है, वहाँ का कोई ऐसा बात मैंने यहाँ नहीं सुना। मुझे बहुत अफसोस है कि ये सिपैक है, ये इतने मुल्कों के नुमाइंदे हैं और उस गिलगित बल्तिस्तान का नाम भी नहीं लिया। वहाँ कोई इंडस्ट्री, ज्वेलरी हो या एजुकेशन हो या एग्रीकल्चर हो या मिनरल, किसी चीज़ का नाम नहीं लिया। ये मुझे बहुत अफसोस हुआ। मैं जीबी में से ताल्लुक़ रखता हूँ, तो इसका क्या वजह है? क्या हम इंसान नहीं है? ये मेरा सवाल है।
I'm sorry about that. Let's gentlemen.
And they said, चूँकि इनका ताल्लुक जो है बेसिकली सीपैक के उन एस्पेक्ट के साथ है जो कि डेवलपमेंटल एस्पेक्ट है, और इसमें पाकिस्तान, चाइना और दूसरे ममालिक को क्या फ़वाइद होंगे। इसके जो पॉलिटिकल एस्पेक्ट्स हैं वो चूँकि हमारी हुकूमतें आपस में डिस्कस करती हैं कि रास्ते को कहाँ से गुजरना चाहिए और किधर से नहीं गुजरना चाहिए, तो वो इनके स्कोप ऑफ वर्क में नहीं है। तो मैं आपसे माफ़ी चाहता हूँ कि चूँकि इनकी नॉलेज हो सकता है कि उसके मुतलिक बहुत महदूद हो, तो मैं मालूम हूँ।
जो इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर के हवाले से, सीपी के हवाले से जो पाकिस्तान ज्वेलरी डेवलपमेंट कंपनी ने भी अपना रोल अदा करा है, तो वी आर